Nothing's first smartphone is aimed at Apple and not OnePlus? Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Nothing's first smartphone. Today's video is brought to you by CleanPhone. More on them at the end of the video. Alright, so in this video we have some updates to go over in terms of Nothing's first smartphone. What we'll be covering in this video is basically pricing, specs, hardware, software, my personal thoughts, and we're just going to have an open discussion on it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. As per the article, Carl Pei, former CEO of OnePlus, wants to take on Apple's walled garden this summer. For those of you who don't know, walled garden is basically Apple's ecosystem. Nothing will launch its debut smartphone this summer. Its CEO and former OnePlus co-founder, Carl Pei, announced today during a live stream. It'll be called the Phone 1, will run on Android, and be powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. That's basically the best processor that you can get on an Android phone because Apple uses their own. And there's the other variant out there, Exynos, owned by Samsung, but everybody knows at this point that you don't want to touch an Exynos processor with a 10-foot pole when it comes to your own personal device. So Qualcomm Snapdragon, that is the best choice in terms of the hardware or the chip that runs the entire phone. The phone will be the company's second product following the release of its Ear 1 true wireless earbuds last year. More on that later. A short teaser trailer released today suggests that the phone could have a series of light strips built into its back, while a previous report claimed it could feature transparent design elements like the company's earbuds. Before we go ahead and take a look at some of the designs and what it might possibly look like looking at the earbuds, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. Alright, so this is Nothing's Twitter profile. This is the video that they uploaded. Let's go ahead and take a look. And there you go. That definitely is a teaser, alright. Pretty simple, pretty minimalist. That's definitely the kind of approach that I personally like. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the earbuds, the first ever, product that the company put out, and see what's what. So if we go down over here, these are the Ear 1 headphones, the wireless ones. Well, that's the only version that they came out with, actually. When I first saw this product, here's what came to my mind. One thing to note about these wireless earbuds is the fact that they basically try their best to grow the company organically. There's not a whole lot of marketing costs and whatnot, and therefore they're able to keep the pricing low. I believe the AirPods Pro are $250 right now. Samsung's Galaxy Buds are about $200, and these they run for around $100. So that's one. The design language, it's unique. That's pretty obvious at this point. So they came out with a transparent design where all the internals are very visible to the naked eye, and the left and right ears, they're separated by the white and the red dots that you can see on here. They come with all the bells and whistles. They have like touch volume controls. They have active noise cancellation. They come with the charging cable. They come with small and large ear tips. Medium ones are already on there. And so this is, in a nutshell, basically what the design looks like of the first product. And as per the first rumors that we heard, it's possible that the phone itself might follow a similar design language. Now, one thing of importance over here is the fact that they were able to show up the internals of the product, Ear 1 in this case, and still make it look good. I mean, you can't see any of the glue holding all the parts together, any like wires that cause you an eyesore. Like, it's just nothing. It's a clean looking product, even though it's transparent. So this is one direction the new phone can take when it comes to the design language. The other one is, well, as per the teaser, some lights in the background or on the back of the phone. Either way, I can't complain. Obviously, I'd like to see the design in person before I actually can pass my judgment on it. But even if they go with something similar to Ear One, like I'm pretty happy about it personally. Okay, in terms of pricing and specs, nothing isn't ready to talk specs or price. During the interview with The Verge ahead of today's event, Pei was even coy about what function these light strips could even serve in the final device. Could we be looking at a new take on the notification light, which was once a standard issue across numerous BlackBerry and Android phones? If you remember, folks, there was a time not too long ago where basically every single phone out there, or most of them, had notification LEDs on them. Some were orange, some were green, some could change colors, but it was the norm, and it's not that anymore. So, are we seeing a comeback of that trend? Who knows? Now, let's talk software, the part that I'm most excited about. When it comes to the software, the CEO is more forthcoming. Today, Nothing is releasing a series of images of the Nothing OS. I like the name. The images don't reveal much about what the software might be able to do, but Pei is keen to emphasize its look, which very consciously lines up with the rest of Nothing's branding. The interface is a sea of black, white, and red that leans heavily on the dotted font that Nothing uses for its logo. Black, white, and red, when I think those colors, I think Oxygen OS, and that's by far my favorite variant of the Android skin. It's super minimal, super blow free, and it's like just smooth. It's the best kind of experience, well, at least it used to be, that you would want on an Android phone. It's clean, and from the looks of it, they're actually going for something very similar. They say that every byte of code that they write is gonna serve a purpose, and it's basically gonna be as bloat free as possible. So that's always good. Pays also right into the sound of the phone, an area he thinks is overlooked. Our sound design is really cool, he says, so definitely check that out. Sound to me personally is a very important feature in your smartphone, and the content that I consume on a daily basis, I consume it over the internal speakers in my phone, and that to me needs to be of crisp quality. There has to be no compromises on it. So the fact that they're focusing on that, and they actually are making claims that it's actually going to be pretty cool. That tells me the message that hey, this is something that I mean, it's if even if not set in stone, that you should really look forward to. We can take a look at the images itself of the OS. We got a lot of stock Android, stock Google thing going on. We got the Google Dialer, the Google Messages, obviously Chrome's there, and then the camera icon that we can see over here, that's more in line with the color palette or the theme that Nothing was talking about just a second ago. The aim here is less about competing with other Android phones like those Pei launched when he was part of OnePlus. Instead, his desire is to compete with Apple and the broad ecosystem often referred to as its walled garden. Pei specifically cites Apple's impressive universal control as the kind of feature he'd like to see Nothing's products eventually be capable of. So the walled garden or Apple's ecosystem, what I personally like about it is the fact that regardless if you have multiple Apple devices, you have the watch, you have the phone, you have your Macs, and they just work together. Like they just simultaneously, without any complications, without any prior setups or anything, they just work together. The devices, they love each other. They can communicate, and that's the goal of Nothing over here. That's what they're trying to achieve, is to come out with devices, including their Ear One wireless headphones, the phone that they're coming out with, and all other devices that they might come out with in the future, is that for those devices to be able to work with each other as natively, as freely, as easily as Apple's walled garden ecosystem. Whether or not that's gonna be something that's gonna be easily achievable, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how to run a company. I don't know how to code or develop these things, but it would be very nice to see something very similar to Apple's on an Android ecosystem. So definitely looking forward to that. Let me know what your thoughts are about it in the comment section down below. Whether if you're looking forward to Nothing's new phone, whether you're happy with the current one that you have. If you're happy, let me know what phone you're using. iPhones, Androids, what team are you on? Nothing's Phone 1 is going to be an Android phone that we have to wait and see if you're going to be needing it in your daily life or not, but something that you do need in your daily life is going to be today's sponsor. Clean Phone is the only choice if you want to stay on top of what your kids are looking at on their phones. It has all the features a parent and a guardian could possibly want. You can easily pick and choose which apps and games your child can use. You can monitor SMS and phone call usage. You can control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can check their call history, incoming or dialed calls. You can view their SMS history, inbox and outbox included. And you can manage their screen time. Over 1,000 users are using Clean Phone. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.